Yo, we're coming in off the IR. Little injuries, but we're still in the game. Me and Sean are both here, and we are here for episode 170, Clash of the Podcast. This one is going to be titled Survivor Series Review because that's basically what we're going to cover, and we're going to have a bunch of like minor little news things to get into, maybe a few little opinions about other stuff. But other than that, this might be a little bit of an abbreviated show compared to our 90-minute extravaganza some weeks that we can get into.
I love that.
Yeah. With that being said, man, don't forget we got those Black Friday deals coming up on all of the shirts. I hope someone was able to get some. I did see some sales go up. Get yourself some merch, man. Threadless for Sean, T Public and Bonfire for me, man. Make it happen. It's in the description for you guys. And I'm just waiting for Sean to give me my line.
Yeah, man. Ready to rock and roll. Playing hurt today, but big respect and appreciation to my brother Conrad. Big appreciation and respect to the chat being in the building, man. Not so much respect for WWE and that B-list production that they put on Saturday night, but we'll talk about that in a minute. As soon as I say this, Conrad, drop that thing.
Y'all know what time it is, man. Before we get into the shout-outs, I do want to give a quick status update on TNA former AJPW Triple Crown champion Joe Doering. He is battling his third brain tumor diagnosis. Help him win the fight with his GoFundMe. There is a GoFundMe listed. I don't know if one of the cool mods in the chat can post it into the chat, but I would ask today, don't donate to me. Donate to Joe Doering or someone who needs it. Like, please. Prayers up, man. I know his family's going through some difficult things, and I just wanted to speak on that real quick. Kick it to you, Sean.
Yeah, it's truly an unfortunate thing, man. You know, God, I wasn't even going to go there, bro. Like, all right, here's my thing. We were very distracted 2020, 2021, and moving forward with COVID. Very distracted. And what I mean by that is, because of COVID, we really started to lose focus on other things that for a lifetime have plagued our communities and our the human race at large. Cancer and other things like other more common diseases like diabetes, hypertension, things that are terminal or not terminal, that we've lost focus because of COVID. And this is just another example about there's so many things out there that can hinder someone's life, man. So I pray for his family as he goes through this tough time. I pray for him as he goes through this tough time. It's tough, man. It's tough, but just hoping and praying for the best, bro.
Hoping for a kick out for Joe Doering. Let's get into everyone who is in here. Quills, first one in here, man. Got to give him a shout out. He said, Conrad, Sean, chat. Sir Quills is back again to enjoy my two favorite bros, CJ and Hub. Episode 170 of the best wrestling podcast out today. Clash of the By God podcast. Hashtag EPW. Hashtag HWW. Thank you, Quills.
Quills, can I actually act? I don't mean to be selfish, bro, but can I actually kind of ask you and the chat, honestly, for a little bit of some good words, good thoughts. As a lot of you guys know, Conrad knows more intimately, but I've been trying to lose weight and I've been somewhat successful. You know, I had a little joke last week that my neck has returned to the limelight, but I've really been tired and struggling lately. When you make a lifestyle change of this magnitude, it starts to wear on you a little bit until your body becomes acclimated. I've dropped 23 pounds, which is an amazing thing, but my body's kind of like saying to me, Conrad, like, what are you doing? And it's a lot of fatigue and going to bed early and waking up late, and it's just been tough, man. So, just say a prayer for me, man. I'm new to this, and I'm just trying to stay focused and motivated.
All love, bro. Got you. Clown says, afternoon, everybody. What is good, Clown?
Clown, what up, man?
I'm just laughing at Quill's 3 out of 10 abysmal show.
The vocabulary of Quills is outstanding.
Yes. Ray Thompson says, happy Monday, guys. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Mine was eventful. I hope that's a good eventful, Ray.
100. Shout out to Ray and his family.
Yes. And even he said Survivor Series was very average. I was pretty let down by the men's war games. I don't know how you have that kind of star power in a match and it undeliver like that.
He's right, Conrad. We're going to get into that a lot more in depth tonight. Very disappointing. Very disappointing.
Jumping around here. Matt says, hello, everyone. Good evening. Hope you all had a blessed Thanksgiving. Let's kick the week off with our 2 aces in our pro wrestling community. Thank you, good sir.
M. Leezy, Fo, Sheezy. The only Vinny we like.
He said it's been 366 days since Michigan last beat Ohio State. Go Bucks and God bless. Appreciate you, Vinny.
Yo, they got the dub, man. That was a huge win. That was at the end of the 4-year losing streak.
We also got McKinney in the house. He said, I'm here to talk wrestling with the Fire live chat and the best bros on the wrestling scene. Clash of the podcast. And to let y'all know, my usual gem is in the next comment to bless the show. And he says, enjoy the little things in life because one day you'll look back and realize they were the biggest things.
Well said, my friend. Well said.
For sure. XG Dub, what is good?
XG Dub, appreciate you.
I think I'm walking into the territory of comments here about Jey Uso in the cage. We'll get into that.
I got my thoughts, man. Stop.
I already saw you go back and forth with one of our fellow friends.
Yeah,
shout
absolutely.
out to Malik.
Malik, yep.
Yes. Miracle says, what up to my favorite podcast tag team, Conrad and Sean. As always, looking forward to discussing some wrestling with you in chat. Survivor Series, was it something?
I'm searching for a miracle. There you go.
BJ, he said, what up, everyone? One more week till finals. The professor is ready. He said you can get ready to put those pencils down, but WWE need to pick theirs back up and learn how to put actual effort again.
Talk that
Hope
talk.
Everyone is doing well.
Talk.
War Games was, this is a Quill special. War Games was hashtag trash dookie.
I don't see the lies.
T Ferg said, what's good, gents? Hope everyone had a good weekend. Not a fan of Old Miss football, but I want them to win a title just to tell he's not getting a ring.
Leaving your team hanging when they're going to the playoff. An 11-1 football team with a chance to make history, and you're going to walk away?
No words. I'm going to Vinny. He said, I paid $29.99 for one of the worst PLEs this year, and that's becoming a constant theme with WWE. ESPN has ruined the experience with constant ads. Yeah.
Vinny, I'm a DM you. There's other ways.
My man Doug in the house, he said, another Monday, another clash. Conrad, chat, teach me. What up, Doug? Appreciate you, bro. Oh, man. Clown said, I paid $350 for 2 tickets. Could follow the action in-ring only. Needed the Tron for entrances.
Oh, Cleasy, are you serious? Are you serious?
That was his hood. Where they
Wow. No, but I'm saying that's terrible to pay all that money and can't see it.
Did you see the $900 ticket guy?
I did not.
He watched it on his phone because he couldn't see anything.
Oh my goodness.
Type it in on social media after this. I promise you. Just to see what they $900 and that's what it got you, bro.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Rob coming in with his best Bret Hart, 4 out of 10.
What up? What up, Rob?
Appreciate that, Matt. I can't believe we live in a time when pay-per-view and PLEs has commercials and you're paying for it. That was the purpose of paying for the pay-per-view was, no commercials.
You already have the freaking sponsors plastered all over the walls and the ring. Now you got to have, 4-minute commercials too. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. My first pay-per-view, oh my God, I'm so old. My first pay-per-view was SummerSlam 92. And the cool part about now, ironically, that actually was a tape show. I didn't know that at the time.
Bro, I wanted that tape as a kid. I swore me and my dad filled. I remember he used to have to fill out the thing on the magazines.
Yeah.
He said he sent it in. I never got that tape. So I'm like, nah, he did. He was like, I ain't giving them $30 for this.
No, but like, I mean, the cool part about the pay-per-views was that you had no commercials, bro. It was like they would either go to an interview or they were talking to somebody in the crowd or they were backstage. You know, it's like these commercials. It's like you're watching Raw. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes Raw's been more eventful than some of the that
Lord.
PLE. I was like, there've been better Raws this year than that.
Lord, talk your talk, Conrad. That's a fact.
McKinney, going back to Rob's comment, he said, part of me, let me read it so that it's not out of context. Part of me is hoping that Tony Khan was actually petty as they're making him out to be by running blood and guts prior to this piece of cap show, he said. McKinney said if TK was being petty with blood and guts, he totally won this round by a landslide. War Games needs a 2-year break, in my opinion.
You ain't lying.
Give us something new. Sean, they're harping what you've been. Yo, I can I just say this, y'all? I don't do victory laps, but I gotta take it here and there, yo. Me and Sean have been saying this since 2020.
Shouting it from the mountaintops.
Yo, and remember in the beginning, we looked wrong. Like, you guys don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. I'd like to say that it's coming around quite nicely, just as I thought.
Yes, sir, it is.
Because eventually people get tired of this stuff, man. And I don't know, man. We'll get into the thoughts on the matches and everything. Thank you, BJ, for posting that in there. Much, much appreciated. Deanna says, hey, boys, what's going on?
Deanna, always a pleasure, young lady.
Yes. And everybody is giving Sean some good wishes in the chat here.
Appreciate you.
Love it, man. Keep them flooding in. Millennial Noob, what's going on, man? How are you?
What up, Millennial Noob?
I see the tags always. Much appreciated when you tag us in those things. Vinny, I said that like twice this week. And by the way, we have 30 days and counting. So if you want to watch like WrestleMania 5, an old Raw, you better get it in real quick. And hopefully people who tape this stuff, please get to work because I don't know where this library is going to be. I don't know what you're paying for. You're going to be still paying the same Peacock subscription for less. I just want people to think about that. If you just got Peacock for wrestling, it's
shameful. It's shameful how much money you need to spend. And I'm including paying for cable. I'm including that. So it's shameful how much you have to pay in order to see the WWE family of products.
Yeah. And it's not getting better anytime soon.
It's not. Big shout out. Yo, I know it's the same family, Conrad, but I'm saying it again. Monumental shout out to UFC. As of January, UFC has now become the best value in combat sports. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back, Conrad. As of January, you can book it. UFC Ultimate Fighting Championship has become the number one value in all of combat sports. After Conrad, look at me, after Conrad being the worst value in combat sports.
Give it time, brother. Give it time. They're just trying to balance each other out to figure out what the next one's going to do.
At least for the duration of the contract. This contract they have with Paramount's going to last a couple years, so at least we know we're good in that regard.
Yeah. Joel, welcome, Joel. He said that's because Paramount paid $7.7 billion for fight nights and pay-per-views.
Hey, it is what it is, man. I'm sitting up here watching I'm sitting up here I'm freaking in pain right now, but watching this commercial about UFC coming up in a couple of weeks or next week or whatever it is. You got to buy ESPN, and then you got to buy the pay-per-view. And the pay-per-view is like $79.99.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that starting in January, Paramount's the new WWE network. Let's just call it what it is.
And I think BJ's right too, though. For people who don't know, those ads are going to be flooding because they're going to be making up their money, and UFC is going to be a loss leader for them. Okay. It's the same thing with NFL. The NFL does not make anyone money per se because you're hoping that people stick around to watch whatever your thing is where you generate all the income from. You get what I'm saying? Like you'll have eyeballs there.
But I have a question for you. As somebody who's not necessarily a UFC fanatic, but you are a combat sports guy, just not as much as me. Do you agree that as of January that ESPN, that UFC has become the number one value in all the combat sports?
Yeah, for I can't think of what boxing's doing for their pay-per-views, even though I do like their like switch over to Netflix, and I don't know if we're in a transitional period for that.
Okay.
But I do think UFC, if you're gonna get everything in a one-stop shop, that's what I think people want. And I think that's a benefit to wrestling companies, and sell the package. Don't break it up. But WWE can do that though.
Fair enough.
We got Miracle said, well, remember what I said, homies. In Canada, we get everything except for Saturday night's main event. However, we do not get all the Raw, SmackDowns, and old school TV programs. Ugh.
If you're going to tell me as a 9-to-5 Charlie that I need to buy your subscription and then buy the pay-per-view on top of that, you've lost me. You've lost me. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. I see Joel talking about DAZN. Okay, DAZN has some special events. Just like ESPN had some special UFC events, fight nights. But the major pay-per-views, the numbered pay-per-views, you have to pay.
Yeah. And I do think it does show something. Like, I know the numbers aren't crazy, we'll say, for like whoever's doing pay-per-views these days. Back in the day, you remember a Tyson fight would do something off the wall, WrestleMania off the wall. Nowadays, you don't get that, but some people are holding strong in the pay-per-view model. Like, I could see, like, I'm not giving that up. If that's making me crazy bread for my company and what we're at and what we're doing, listen, I get it completely.
Good point out of you, and I'll just bring it back to pro wrestling, as this is what we do here on Clash of the Podcast on EPW. WWE has become the worst value in all of combat sports.
Well,
the worst value in all of combat sports.
To not use one of your terms, they have put themselves out there, we'll say. And the issue is now you can catch me here on Mondays. You can catch me here on Tuesdays. You can catch me here on Saturdays. You can catch me here for this show. Oh, if it's not this show, then we're over there. It's difficult to follow, I think, for some people. So that is kind of an issue, though, like you're saying, because you need multiple subscription models and a lot of money. But guess what? They're also building that ticket fan base too. You got to spend a lot of money. So now they're making their customer tier a little higher quality. Yes. Listen, broke brothers like me, I live in Buffalo. I don't go to Buffalo Bills football games usually. Why? It costs too much money. It's cold. I don't feel like being out in the cold. I'm not going to be one of those dudes with my face painted and my shirt off in the crowd, like going crazy. I just can't. I love the people who do it. It's great. I watch it from home most of the time, though. I'd rather go to a preseason game where I can wear shorts. It's nice out. It's cool. I can get a lemonade. I can have a nice beverage.
I like the way
people fighting.
I like the way you think, sir.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's just, what is the value for it?
Yep.
Let's get into Deadly Games. No, it was War Games for Survivor Series. I would never know. Give it up. That's how I feel every time I hear that song.
Like, rest in peace to the big homie. Help me out.
I can't even think of who made
Ozzy Osbourne. But my God, like, I've had enough.
For real. Petco Park hosted the show. It was War Games, and they did what they had to do for this show. Let's talk about it match by match, Sean, and let's go through it. First up, we had the Women's War Games. I'm going to be honest. I snoozed during part of this, and I'm going to blame the Thanksgiving plate for it, because I definitely had one right before this match, like right when it was starting, and that turkey put some Z's on me. I did see the finish, though, but I was out of it for just a little portion of it for like 5 minutes. Like, I was struggling, bro.
I hear you.
How did you feel about the match overall, and how it came across?
Well, Lash Legend should have never been in the match, because it should have been Jada Parker. But Lash Legend did do her thing. So, I'm not hating because I just love Jada Parker. I felt like that could have been her spot. But Lash Legend did her thing. Other than, even up until the 11th hour of doing this show with you, bro, I have been thinking to myself, am I wrong? And I'm not wrong. I posted it on my Instagram. The moment of this match was Io coming off the cage with the trash can, and that's it. Nothing else stands out to me. It was a pedestrian effort by the ladies, and it's not their fault. So when I say by the ladies, I mean WWE's production of this match for the ladies. It was weak, bro. This was by far one of the worst War Games matches in the females' history, and And you're going to hear this narrative again when we talk about the men's match. But we'll focus right now. I thought the stars of the match were Io Sky and Lash Legend. I thought that Rhea's performance was forgettable. I thought that Becky Lynch's performance was, though comical, it was forgettable. I felt like AJ Lee's I felt like AJ Lee's performance was forgettable. It was almost like she didn't even need to be in the match. It was like, why is she in the match? It's weird. It's so weird. Shout out to Jesse. Jesse from Pro Wrestling Shoot was like, I don't even see her being in the match because it's so weird of her being in the match. And it turned out he was right.
Yeah, I thought AJ did all right in this from what I can remember. I thought Asuka impressed me a little bit for like she started it off with Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was cool that Charlotte wore the gear she wore too for the design.
Oh, yeah, that's not wrestling. Like, yeah, that was very nice. It was very nice.
I'm just bringing up minor
shout out to Cactus. He says Rhea's best moment was help, and he's being funny but also accurate. Rhea's best moment of the match was helping AJ hand the trash can to Io. I agree.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That's all I remember her doing was the like putting her up on the shoulders, and there it is. And Io, man, I don't know how she does that and feels safe doing it. That's a lot of trust. That's all I'm gonna say. That's a lot of trust for people.
I mean, I have a lot of love for her because she puts her life on the line. No exaggeration, her life on the line for the betterment of the fans. But you know, she's the only one. She's the only one, and that's the only thing I remember from that match.
Yeah. I'm going to Clown here. I'm interested. He said the fact that AJ Lee and Jay had to get in the cage the same way by climbing over the top because someone held the door closed shows how bad. You got to. I say this for all wrestling companies. You got to be careful what you're doing in matches so that people don't repeat it in later matches. If you're going to do two of the same matches, have the what are they called? Are they producers in WWE? I forgot what they're called.
The
agents.
Right?
The
agents. Yeah.
AEW, they're producers. I'm sorry. Talk to each other. Like, y'all got to say what spots are you doing so we don't repeat them. I think it would help as a whole.
Shout out to Sir Quills asking if Lash getting misted was some rookie hazing. I don't think so. Me and you are on the same page a lot when it comes to stuff like this, Quills. I'm gonna say in this case, no. I just think that I'm just happy she wasn't the one to take the pin. I was like, okay, thank God for that.
I think that was done to protect her so that way she couldn't make a save to Becky, who was about to get put into a submission.
Yes.
Becky was getting her comeuppance because Becky's going face as soon as Seth gets back. We know what's happening here for it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this match. It's crazy. We know the baby faces ended up getting the win. Rhea Ripley had her mask. It was there. I don't know. It was there for me.
It was all right, man. It was all right. And all right should not be enough when we're talking about war games.
Yeah. Asuka's missed spots overplayed too. Man, Millennial Noob is just saying like too much of this. Yeah, it could be.
He might be right. He might be right. Because it's starting to become a thing every year, like Kofi.
Yeah, and Cactus agrees with you. Good Lash didn't get pinned. Yeah.
Shout out to Cactus.
For sure. All good, man. I'm gonna say it. AJ is cringe to me now.
I'm not gonna go all the way there, but it's approaching. I know what Vinny's talking about. I'm not all the way there yet, but it's starting to become like.
Do you think that's what happens to nostalgia acts though when they come back? Like
not always, my brother, not always. But it's happening.
Give me an example of one that hit for you.
Rock is always gonna hit.
Brock or Rock?
No, Rock.
Okay.
Rock is always gonna hit. Even if you want to call CM Punk a nostalgia act, CM Punk's always gonna hit. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not a situation that where just because they're a nostalgic act that they're gonna flame out. Sometimes it's lasting. I just think AJ Lee's not one of them, and I love AJ Lee. I was very excited when she returned, but it's just not hitting right now. Yeah.
Deanna comes and says sometimes less is more. Hey, not wrong.
I wrote an article last week talking about the Survivor Series. I think they've completely destroyed the crux of what Survivor Series is supposed to be.
It's different from what me and you used to get, is what I'll say. Mm-hmm. And I miss those matches now. Like, it took not having them for a while to realize how much you appreciate them. I didn't. Going back a few years ago, Sean, we talked about this like within the last week or two. Mm-hmm. we talked about Survivor Series at one point almost going away. Like I remember the dirt sheet like sites, and that was the like top thing. Like Survivor Series is off the calendar for WWE. And people like me, probably Sean, a bunch of people were like, you cannot do this, bro. Do not do this. This is a childhood. Like people love it because it's part of them. And this is part of why I say certain people love WWE as well. It's part of your childhood, your history. And I'm like, you can't get rid of that show. The moment I found out, like, I would say it was garbage years before that. But then I was like, you can't get rid of the show, though. You can't. It's like the first show that you put on, like besides WrestleMania.
There is a distinct lack of appreciation by World Wrestling Entertainment of what this show should be. They don't get it. Triple H or whoever's making decision with him, Bruce Pritchard, whoever it may be, does not get it. They don't get that at the end of the day, Survivor Series was supposed to be different. Let me take you down memory lane, Conrad. Less than a minute, I'm going to talk. This is the event where Bret Hart beat Diesel in 1995 for the WWE Championship. This is the event where Bob Backlund got the title back at the age of 45, and what I call the best story in Survivor Series history. This is obviously the event with the Montreal Screwjob. This is Deadly Games. This is Hogan getting beat by The Undertaker. And now we're relegated to nonsensical tag teams being put together in War Games matches that are not going to mean anything in 3 months.
Yeah.
We're relegated to 4-match pay-per-views. I mean, what a joke. What a joke.
And here's the thing. And I want to say this as I know Professor BJ is probably listening. This is where you have to grade on a curve too. It's great. Like, listen, I hear people 15 matches on a card is too much, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. But you know what that does for me? There's room for some error in that.
There you go.
You know what happens when you have 4 matches? These better be the best things that I've ever seen. Like, I better get 4 of those. What did we say about AEW? Like, you went back to back with all great matches. That's what I better get out of this show.
You better.
I better get that. And they didn't do it. So
there's only one match that I thought delivered, and it's the match we're about to talk about next.
For the Intercontinental Championship, John Cena, his last time is now, going up against Dominic, you know me, homie, Mysterio. And this one was, you had to expect shenanigans. You had to expect the BS because it's John Cena. He's going against Dom, who's a heel. And I saw some people even getting upset with this, like, do something new, Dominic, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, listen, you guys have seen a lot of the tricks. I don't know what else you want him to do here. But he went up against John Cena. I thought Cena milked it as much as he could. He got to, this is his last pay-per-view match. And I'm slapping this one with match of the night for me as well.
It's definitely match of the night. I would say by default, but that would be disrespecting the match. It's match of the night for 2 reasons. By default, and because it deserves to be match of the night. I think Cena losing is shocking. Absolutely shocking considering what's coming up next. I predicted that Cena would lose. I predicted that Cena would win, pardon me. And I'm shocked that he lost. You said he would lose. You were 100% right. Big shout out to you. Which to me now means he's going to go out losing 2 matches in a row. Not sure how I feel about that. As a John Cena respecter, not going to say John Cena fan, but a person that respects John Cena, him going out with 2 straight losses doesn't make much sense to me. That being said, the return of Liv Morgan, the interference of, and by the way, did you hear that ovation for Raquel and Roxanne when they pulled up next to that was an ovation? That was a pop. That was a pop, and a little bit of a reaction also for the rest of Judgment Day. Finn coming out and everything like that. So to me, the Judgment Day had a good night. Obviously, the return of Liv was a surprise, though it was somewhat rumored. Dom is over like Rover. We'll see what happens next. But the match delivered. You had a situation where there were several false finishes. The referee went down. I really enjoyed, as BJ's pointing out right now, Cena helping with the ladies, the pop rocks, taking it to Tejada Bomb. So I thought it was perfectly done. Dominic won the way he's supposed to win. John Cena, if you had to make him lose, lost the way he was supposed to lose. And it sets the stage for what's going to happen moving forward with the Judgment Day. Unfortunately, the night peaked at this moment. Dom and Cena was the best match of the evening, and unfortunately, it wasn't even close.
Yeah, and I think Liv Morgan coming out, everyone loved it, and then the slap to Dominic, maybe it was supposed to be that we were supposed to notice like it missed, and Cena didn't see it, and then she jumps on him, and he's like, "Whoa, what do I do here?" And then I felt bad. I was like, Cena's got to fall for this again, the low blow, low blow to John, down he goes, and then Dom hits that frog splash, and he is back to being a champ, AAA champion, and back to winning the Intercontinental title for a second time.
Dominic Mysterio may be closer to being world champion than we even imagine.
If he keeps getting the reactions he is, I could see it definitely happening soon.
Yeah.
And our good friend James from the Pro Wrestling Shoot came in here. He said, "Sup, fellas? Last minute tickets, got 2 at $250. Standard price, not resale."
Not bad. Hope you enjoyed your seats.
Yeah, hope you had a good spot to be in. Clown mentioned that he had a pro Cena fan sitting in front of him, and then he started the one night stand chance again for Cena. I'm sure he appreciated it. Love it, man. John Cena is Rocky now. He is not losing to the foreign heel Gunther in Washington, D.C. in his last match. The USA guy is not losing, and some idiot with a stupid hair will be cheering in the crowd. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I was asleep until my girlfriend woke me when Liv returned. Dom triple champ? Nah, I don't know if he could do 3 now.
Nah.
Unless he goes over to TNA.
I do think he's your forever mega champion. I do believe that.
I think he's gonna be there until they find someone who's suitable to take it off of him. Thought we've seen it was reliving the Eve Torres story. Poor Zack Ryder. That's what I think of every time someone mentions that.
Agreed.
Getting in the stadium was horrible. Very bad organization.
Wow. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but Dom walks away. He looks like the winner. Kind of looks like the leader of the Judgment Day. Sean, do they finally progress the storyline with like him?
Yeah. It's time to rock and roll. I want to say this though. All due respect to your wife. All due respect to my future wife. Liv Morgan is a problem. I just wanted to say Liv Morgan is a monumental problem. Okay, I'm done. That being said, yeah. And also we can see what happens with Roxanne as well.
Yeah. Well, I think now the cracks are going to start to form with them. Like, whose side is Raquel on and what's going to happen? And to me, you have a choice to make. You could turn Dom and Liv face, and some people go with them, or you turn Finn face. And
I think you turn Dom and Roxanne face.
Oh, you think it's time for the swerveroo? Okay.
And I think it would be nice for Raquel's career to align herself with Dom and Roxanne.
Yes, Cactus, you are hilarious, good sir. Yeah, we will definitely see what's going on with this and move forward. Cena's last time is now. Sean, I think we should maybe next week, maybe we should look at the career of John Cena and make that the focus of the episode. I think we could make it a special one.
Yeah, let's do it. That sounds like a plan.
Speaking of not special things, though, now that we're talking about that, Stephanie Baker versus Nikki Bella. I don't know. It was either Noob or Miracle said something in here before, Sean, that I thought was fantastic for us. Is it that like AJ and Nikki don't fit? And I'll give my opinion, and please feel free to run with this one. I think that they came up during a time where if you were kind of good or kind of okay, you looked way better than those that were in the ring at that time. So they got put on a pedestal a little bit more. Like, why aren't we using these people more? And now we have amazing women's wrestlers, and the difference is like staggering to some people. And I'm like, I don't know why everyone's surprised. Like, did you think that they were just going to become like sensations overnight? And now they're just rocking out. They're older too. So,
right.
Your thoughts on that, and then the match.
No, I agree with you completely. It's just not going to be like a torch passing kind of deal, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I think the torch was taken and nobody's, I think it's fairly obvious that the torch is already, taken and not being given back.
And to be fair to the Divas, folks, like they weren't able to get the torch either. Like they tried. Trust me. AJ just did that Stephanie McMahon thing. Remember that tweet she put out? That took guts to say that to Stephanie McMahon, like making her look bad, like hypocrite. Well, where's our money then? And it was like, ooh, okay.
Well, that's the reason why I'm always going to give AJ a pass, because AJ was a trendsetter. To me, well, I don't want to go here, but I have to. Nikki Bella being a quote unquote trailblazer is the biggest crock of what that I've ever heard in my life. She was a diva of all divas, and I mean that in a way of like, yo, she was not pro wrestling. She personified. You hear me, Conrad? Personified a diva, not a pro wrestler. And to me, it's like her being revered as this Hall of Famer returning for her new run of glory is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Nikki Bella is so overrated. It's not even funny. So overrated. I like Brie Bella more than I like Nikki Bella.
And honestly, Brie's not even the better one in the ring.
Exactly, she's not. But my point. But I like Brie. I like Brie better than I like Nikki.
Personality wise, through interviews, I agree. Me too.
Yes, 100%. Like Nikki Bella being
highlight out of nowhere. Brie is the better twin.
Yo, again, guys, let me know if you agree. Conrad, please, by all means. Nikki Bella being a trailblazer is a joke. A joke.
Well, that's been a thing that they tried to twist and turn, and Stephanie started the Divas. You know what I mean? That revolution they tried to call. It's like,
it's ridiculous. Huh? I mean, if you think about it, wasn't that team of Team Bella, Nikki, Brie, and I believe it was Alicia Fox, weren't they the anti what wrestling is supposed to be at the time? Well, they brought in the NXT people, right?
Yeah, they keep their era, and then the NXT people came up, and it was like, well, we're anti this, anti that, and
Right, exactly. So, I mean, to me, she never belonged in the match. I'm tired of seeing her on my television. Stephanie McCurry looked amazing, but to me, when you have a bad dance partner, you're going to look like you have two left feet.
Yeah. And BJ, I'm so glad you brought it up, because that was the next thing I was going to bring up. His first word supposed to be based. Based on what I said, I know, based on what I saw, it seems like Stephanie is more over from a move than she is herself. We got to talk about that move, man. The devil's kiss, or whatever they want to call it, the knees, and look, man.
We got to stop. Go ahead, Conrad. We got to stop. We got to stop this.
Go ahead.
We got to stop this. We got to stop putting people in a box because they have something special going on and then characterizing them as being one-dimensional. Stephanie McCurry with the devil's kiss, Jey Uso with the yeeting. Right? Let's call a spade a spade. Come on, man. We got to stop doing that. Okay, they have something that's working for them. To stay on Stephanie. Stephanie has something that's working for her. Are we gonna penalize her for that? Stop, bro.
No, but I think BJ's bringing up a good point, and this is what I agree with, though.
Okay.
She's so much better than just that move. Like, watch her. She's great. And we're like, where's the reaction for her finish? Like, her finish is amazing. It's you get what I'm saying? Like, that should be another ooh and ah moment, and instead the bigger reaction comes from here it comes.
But again, see, to me, you're right. The corkscrew, the rest of her tremendous moveset. She's a phenomenal athlete and a tremendous professional wrestler. But at the end of the day, bro, if that move, which is very gimmicky in nature, gets her to a higher level, why are we looking at that as a negative? It's awesome. I just don't like BJ doing what he's, and you too, Conrad, many others. I'm not saying you guys are wrong. It's just stop taking something that's fun and awesome and like twisting it into like, oh well.
But that's the only reaction you're getting. She doesn't get the reaction from the entrance. She
gets her reaction when she comes down to the ring.
Not like that. Mm-hmm. Not like that move. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, Shaw. I just think that she should be getting way better reactions for the stuff she's doing than she is.
I mean, respect. I know what BJ's trying to say. I know what you're saying. I just think, listen, that move is freaking cool, bro. Like, let's call a spade a spade. Like, can we, like, I can talk about women on here and be honest and respectful at the same time. She's a sexy, beautiful Chilean, is that the right word? Yeah. Woman. And that move is an accentuation of her booty. And Booker T came up with a soundbite to go along with that move, and it stuck. What's the problem?
Booker T ain't there, number one, so it's not hitting as hard.
Okay.
And number two, the fans are going crazy, and you're just like, you're going crazy over that move, but not this.
They went crazy over that move too.
I don't think so. They did not go crazy for the spiral tap like they should have. I was like, that was amazing. And instead but when she does this, oh, here it comes. This is what we paid to see. Like, that's what I feel like it is.
Just to prove, and you should know this already, I'm not objectifying her as a woman, okay? I'm talking about the move. What was The Rock's finishing move?
The rock bottom.
No, it wasn't. What was The Rock's finishing move?
The rock bottom is what I always will say was his finish. He won most of the people's elbow. I used to just be like, really? That's what we're about to win with? He did win a few times with it, but
okay. Yeah. The Rock won the WWE Championship with the people's elbow. So let's cut that out. Here's the deal. Backlash 2000. Here's the deal. Okay? The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, a guy who is universally recognized as one of the greatest of all time. His signature move, okay, is that better? His signature move was an elbow drop. An elbow drop. And the term in WrestleMania 2000, if I'm not mistaken, is elbow with theatrics. The Rock body slammed his opponent, stood above him, looked at the crowd, took off his elbow pad, went like this for no reason, ran to one rope, jumped over the opponent, hit the other rope, stopped, kicked his leg in the air, and dropped an elbow, and won matches, world championships with that move. We're going to say that's okay, but then we're going to have a problem with the Devil's Kiss. Let's put it in perspective, Mr. Cushman. Let's put it in perspective.
Should the Devil's Kiss be winning her matches then instead of the spiral tap? Is she wasting her time?
No, and it's not. It's not.
I'd pop for a rock bottom too, but no one is for her finish. Yeah, I'm kind of with BJ. I don't think they're popping hard enough on it. But well, I'll listen, Sean. Sean, I'm gonna listen tonight. If she's on the card tonight, I will listen on Raw.
Okay.
I will see. By the way, James, ultimate troll guy here with where's Gail Kim's comments about the Devil's Kiss. Funny.
Just trying to say that the people's elbows ruined it for everybody. I want to go on record. The people's elbow.
I think that's what they're trying to recreate with everything, and you can't do that with everyone. It just doesn't. Like, Rock is a different beast. At that point in time, The Rock could, he sang the 12 Days of Christmas on Test and made an entertaining promo, and I will never forget it.
Off the rope. 8, 9. Bam.
Listen, I don't have to tell you who he's a fan of. You can tell with his promo.
But I'm just saying, but it's the same thing.
What?
Right. It's the same thing. Like, we got to stop. This is what we got to stop doing, Conrad. We got to stop finding bad and good. That's what we have to stop doing. That move, I don't like the name, of course, for obvious reasons, because y'all know who I am as a human being. But that move, the kiss, that's an awesome thing. Booker T's soundbite has been, thank you, James, the 5-knuckle freaking shuffle.
You don't like that either.
It's a freaking joke.
Listen, my favorite versions of these moves, I'm glad we're on this just because this shows you how the pay-per-view was, guys.
Yes. Booty.
My favorite version of, like, when we're talking about the people's elbow, I love when it would be Rock's going to do it, then the Undertaker sits up, and then he goes like, and then The Rock stomps him back down and hits the elbow.
It's awesome.
Or when he did it on Triple H, and then he would hit the chops, and then he would drop the elbow.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of he definitely
did the Ric Flair strut with it as well.
Yes.
He gave the middle finger for Stone Cold.
The best one ever is still the people's elbow in the church shoes.
Doesn't matter when he slid, because that wasn't even on purpose.
Yeah, that was definitely like, whoa, perfect. Boom, right on British Bulldog. But I just think that they try to give everyone these theatric moves, and they're like, oh, I hope this gets over. Oh, it's over. For now. I mean, eventually people will get a little like on it. Rock was just smart to get out when he did, is what I've always said and how I've always felt. But we'll see. Sean, I'll be listening. BJ, you listen for me tonight too. If Stephanie Vaquer wrestles and she hits that finish, I want to hear the pop for it. But she won. It was the right call. Like I said, I think she's going to WrestleMania with this championship.
She should.
I don't know if she's coming out with it. I'll tell you guys that later, but we'll worry about that in a future date. And here we are now, Sean. Main event. It was the men's War Games match. We had QB1, Cody Rhodes, QB2, CM Punk, QB3, Roman Reigns, QB4, Jey Uso, and QB5, Jimmy Uso.
You know what, Conrad? I've never called you this on the air. You are my brother. You're a jerk for that.
He's the one saying he's the captain.
I hear you.
They did put Cody in the middle. Funny on this side, Brock's in the middle. And then you got Drew, the Bronze, and Logan Paul, and Heyman's there looking like the Penguin. So, by the way, we may have to talk about him shoving that kid too. Did you see that?
Yeah, it's like what was that about?
I don't know. This goes back into that whole number one. The security guy is horrible. That kid is definitely going to be a defensive lineman one day because he just got over like security. I'm like, no one's watching him.
Yo, that kid did the swim move on the security guard.
Yeah, he was like, see ya. So yeah, but whatever. Paul Heyman shouldn't have did that. But going into that, I'm not. The people making excuses for that. I was like, bruh, chill.
That's not cool. That's not cool. He could have done that in a much more tactful and respectful way.
Yeah. This match though, what did you think of this? I mean, we got surprises. Punk and Braun Breaker were in this. They even did a brass knuck spot for Logan Paul. Tsunamis for everybody in the match. Jey Uso yeeted. I saw you defending that one. You might have caught some heat with that. It was an interesting conversation though.
Everybody thinks that I think the way I do because I'm a Jey Uso fan. Correction, I'm not a Jey Uso fan. I am the proprietor of the Jey Uso bandwagon. I drive. I don't ride, I drive. That being said, guys, just take a deep breath. You too, Conrad. Take a deep breath and tell me what was wrong with that. Tell me what was wrong with Jey Uso running it back in the cage, getting up to the top of the cage, going crazy. And then, by the way, an awesome visual to see everybody stop on a dime when Brock Lesnar came out. The whole thing was fantastic. What are we complaining about? Help me understand. And I'm being dead serious right now, bro. Help me understand. What exactly is the problem? It was fun. It was a fun moment. And honestly, a top 3 moment of the entire show, of the entire match, a top 3 moment of the entire War Games.
So, I don't know how I feel about
it. Give it to me the way you want to give it to me, Conrad. No homo. Pause. Give it to me. Pause. Give it to me.
Play.
How you tell me what you really think, bro.
Looking at this, when you go into it, I think that when you're saying War Games, there's an expectation. No. You gotta follow me on this a little bit. And I'm just stating what I've seen other people say. They are expecting, here comes Ric Flair coming out to Easy Lover. Like they're expecting that. They're expecting the Horseman, blood, dusted, the cage, if you will. Jey Uso yeeting was completely different. But what do you expect from WWE today? Like,
no, can't let you get away with that.
Oh no, I'm not done yet.
Okay,
this is why I say that.
Okay,
because I say, what do you expect from WWE today? Because, Sean, what are the most over things on these shows? Being honest with yourself, is it not the entrances?
Yes.
That's kind of crazy. It's not your talent in the ring. It's not that I want to follow you and be like you. It's that was a cool entrance. Like, okay, very odd. So, Miracle. I like the match. Jey Uso, Yeet Party didn't fit. They're supposed to be going to war. I get it. That's what I see a lot of the criticisms are for that, Sean. I don't know if you feel the same way. Listen, and I get it. They put the camera on him and he did the run it back, and then they did it. Rob, nobody hates wrestling more than wrestling fans.
Look, here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. I know people think I'm a homer because I like Jey Uso. Again, I can't make this any more simplistic, bro. What was wrong? What was wrong? That was okay. I'm gonna ask the chat something real quick, and I'm gonna ask you too, Conrad. Besides Jey Uso yeeting on top of the cage, and then after the match, Roman Reigns giving CM Punk love and disrespecting Cody. What about that match do you remember, other than the guy walking in the ring with the mask?
We haven't even gotten to that part yet, but
I'm just trying to say, you guys need to stop, bro. I appreciate you guys. Conrad, I appreciate you. You guys need to stop finding bad and good, bro. That moment was fun. On a night that was garbage. That show was hot garbage. And at least we had a moment. I'll tell you what, the fans in the audience had fun with it. The fans in the audience were participating. Nobody was booing. Only the freaking trolls on the internet who have no lives were talking bad about it. And then Lesnar, his music hitting while Jey was on top of the cage, was a great visual. It was everybody stopped on it. CM Punk was playing the freaking air guitar with the chair. It was freaking awesome, bro. I'm going to take my headphones off, and I'm going to take 5 seconds to recuperate.
Matt brings up a good point. What happened to that Jey that he wanted to be more than his entrance?
Oh, Emily, come on, Emily. Don't do that. I
mean, he did say that, though,
Oh,
Sean.
My God, bro.
Going back into it, and I have to defend WWE on this one, too, real quick. James brought up Lesnar walking out of the cage. The match does not start until Roman is in the ring. So I'm defending WWE right now, Sean. Technically, the match does not start. The match does not start until Roman Reigns is in the ring. So they are within their means. Just to be fair.
Yeah, I want to tell you guys something. I'm actually going to be appearing on Ruthless Talk. We're gonna have it's gonna be me versus this gentleman who's a good guy, and it's gonna be a Jey Uso debate. And I'm telling you something right now. You think I'm passionate now? I'm going to go to war with this guy. And I'm gonna tell you what, and I would go to war with you too, Conrad. And I would go to war with anybody who finds the need to continually see bad in something that is fun and entertaining.
I'm not mad at Jey. Listen, a long time ago in my heart of hearts, I was asked, do I believe Jey Uso was going to win the world title? I said no. And I still didn't believe it when it happened. When he won the Royal Rumble, I was like, nah, you got to do it. But before that Royal Rumble, Sean, did you think I believed he was winning the world title? Heck no.
You know what it is, bro? I'm just tired of people sitting up here saying that this right here was okay. And before all the scandal came out, everybody thought this was okay. Let's not lie to ourselves. You know, let's think about some of the greatest professional wrestlers to ever live, right? And I'm not putting Jey Uso in that category, but Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? Ric Flair. Woo. Hogan, this ridiculous thing and put his hand up to his ear. The Rock. The Rock was nothing but
you could have did the eyebrow for that.
I'm just saying, bro, like, y'all are just so adamant about, why is he eating during the steel cage match? It was fun.
I think it's the way you position things too. The Brock Lesnar thing, cutting it off. Number one, I don't know how you feel when I hear Brock Lesnar's music, bro. It's a turnoff. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm kind of just like,
it's a turnoff because of what we know.
Right. But I think people feel that way. Like, so then when you associate the spot before with him, like, oh, you did that so that he could come out, it was just like, okay. I'm not trying to be mean. I just think this is what happens, and this is what people associate with it. Like I said, Jay and Punk's match, that was rough. I just think a lot of people are finding fault with whatever it is with Jay. Like they don't want to like him. Maybe they were hoping for a heel turn. Let's go through the rest of this match though, because I do want to bring them up again towards the end, because I thought your prediction almost came true. BJ, hold on, let me go to his thing real quick. Memorable spot was Braun getting dropped on the stack of dimes. He calls a neck. Bro, I thought Braun was injured after that happened.
I never had any doubt that he was fine.
Oh, you thought he was fine? Oh, but we didn't even mention that in the Dominic and Cena match. After Penta got hurt, then they did that spot again, and I was like,
brilliant.
I didn't know. And then the way they played up, I was like, he didn't throw up the X. And I was like, nah, we ain't going for that, fam.
Brilliant.
But well done. Same thing here. Braun is young though, so I was like, he might be okay, but he definitely got knocked loopy though. Like, I don't know.
He's fine.
This guy is mean. Now, if this was someone else, you would care way more.
He's fine. No, he's fine. I mean, he's fine. He's a grown man. He's fine.
I hope so.
No, you hope so. He's perfectly fine. He'll be barking and twitching on Raw tonight. Don't worry about
it. Some people lie about them injuries, man. Like I said, I hope he's all right.
Freaking moron.
Yeah. So
can't stand him.
Matt's kind of been with you on the Jay thing. He just said he just felt it didn't fit War Games. To me, it was the jumping the shark, in my opinion.
Look, Matt Lopez has always been fair. Matt Lopez takes my side on a lot of things. Matt Lopez was with me on the talking about advocating for Jey Uso winning the world title in the first place. He can disagree with me on this one. That's fine. I'm just trying to say, guys, saying something was wrong with that moment is nitpicking. That's the word of the day, nitpicking. People are nitpicking this moment. It was fun. It was entertaining. It's something that stands out. You're going to remember that more than you remember anything else other than the guy jumping in the cage.
We'll see what has the longer term impact from it. Well, I don't know. I just think I'll remember people like giving that a lot of crap for this. And like I said, to me, there's
it's ruining the sanctity of the steel cage. Well, WWE ruined the sanctity of the steel cage a long time ago.
No lies detected. But steel cage matches are ruined as a whole. But as a whole, though, I don't hate Jey Uso. I think there's fair criticism and there's unfair criticism for Jey Uso.
Well, you know what? You need to break it down to me, Conrad, because you've always been a little bit.
Because I think I walked the line.
I'm about to say you've always been a little bit of treading water when it comes to the Jey Uso thing. I want you to take a stand. How do you feel about Jey Uso? No, you have to take a stand.
I don't have to take a stand.
You do have to take a stand because you have to tell.
As Captain Gray, because here's what I see with Jay, and this is what I mean. Hey, I just noticed that was coming up on my thing. So here's where I feel, Sean. When you look at Jey Uso, in my opinion, should Jey Uso have won the Royal Rumble? And do I understand why some people were upset? Because it was like you could have had Punk in there. You had this mishmash of all this stuff that I completely understand that. They went with Jay. It was unexpected. Cool. They did something different for the guy. Do I agree with you when you say, what does Jey Uso have to do to get over? He's a top merch seller. Check. Like, I agree with when you say that. I thought those were excellent points. Like, Jay is absolutely there. Now, once he got the title in ring, you can't put on okay matches. You can't go in there and put on.
Hogan did for 10 years.
But Hogan was carrying though, bro. They're not letting him carry. Like, make him the guy.
Sit up here and let you or anyone else, bro. I love you. Listen, I love you like you're my own flesh and blood, bro. But I'm not gonna let you give this farce to our viewing public. Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? Stone Cold Steve Austin were not scientific technicians. Let's cut the crap. They were not scientific technicians. I am so tired of people stepping up on their soapbox talking about Jey Uso's not a polished professional wrestler. Jey Uso doesn't have the moveset. John Cena, we have been celebrating John Cena for a year. A year. Oh my God, we're going to miss John Cena. John Cena, we love you so much. He's the creator of the 5 moves of doom. He stinks in the ring. He is the worst professional wrestler of this generation. And we celebrate him like he's the second coming of Bret the Hitman Hart. He's terrible in the ring. Absolutely reprehensible to even put him in the same sentence. But we celebrate him, and I'm not saying we shouldn't celebrate him. We celebrate him because his character Stone Cold Steve Austin was technical.
No, I hate when people say Austin only threw kicks and punches. I'm like, hold on, player. When did you start watching wrestling? Because stunning Steve Austin was amazing.
Well, if you notice, I didn't say stunning Steve. I said Stone Cold.
I know, but to me, you got to put him as a whole career. Steve Austin was an amazing wrestler. He had an injury that happened. And he had to change his style. I get it. Unfortunately,
I'm gonna leave it alone, bro.
No. But what I'm saying with Jey Uso is this, Sean. Even with Cena. Even with some of those other people, they had their moments though where they pulled someone up. Do you think Jey Uso was pulling people up though when he was the champ? Like he's the world champ, he's got to pull like, yo, Logan, you got to get at this level when we're doing this match, dog.
If they gave him an opportunity, they didn't give him an opportunity against Logan Paul because they had Logan Paul lose by disqualification.
That's what I'm saying. Why is there no faith in this then? So,
this is an office issue. This is an office issue. Again, we need to stop playing games with ourselves. We need to acknowledge the truth, okay? Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena. I am not putting Jey Uso in their category. You know why I'm not putting him in their category? Because I'm not a freaking idiot. But at the end of the day, don't tell me with a straight face that a world champion in professional wrestling has to be a scientific juggernaut in order to hold that title and be believable. It is a bold face lie.
Not at all. That was the point I was making with Hogan.
Right.
Hogan and Warrior somehow had a great match. I don't know how it happened. I don't know who did it. I'm assuming people are assuming it was Hogan because we know Warrior. Warrior couldn't really.
God rest his soul. God bless both of their souls. It wasn't Warrior.
Right. Like Hogan wasn't that bad. I know people like to say he wasn't great. He was serviceable. He could do it if he wanted to. He just knew I'm saving myself. So let's get back into this.
Yeah, let's get back. Because you guys think I'm bugging out. I'm trying to give you guys real facts that I'm not just yelling and screaming at the top of my lungs without any background. I'm telling you stuff that makes sense.
Great promo though for your upcoming appearance on the Ruthless Talk podcast. I will still walk that gray line with Jey Uso. Like I said, to me, there's times where I'm like, no, Sean's absolutely right. There's going to be other times where I'm like, absolutely not. No, we're not going for that.
Right.
Austin Theory is who I believe is this man underneath this hood. Maybe you think it was Seth Rollins because he did the curb stomp. How do you feel on this one?
It's Austin Theory because WWE's stupid.
There was another person that someone mentioned, Tony D'Angelo. I mean, that it's got to be one of those two.
There's only one man that it should be.
Theory.
And no, it's only one man that it should be.
Someone said it's Edge. They were cheering for him.
No, it is Austin Theory, but there's only one man that it should be. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna point at the screen 3 times.
Yeah,
that's right. It should be LA Knight. That would be good storytelling. You guys can disagree with me with the Jey Uso thing all you want. One thing about me, Conrad Cushman, I throw stuff out there that makes good television. Now, you're telling me it wouldn't be better than Austin Theory if it turned out to be LA Knight? That would be fantastic. That would be absolutely fantastic. His frustration with the front office, giving him mystery opponents, not getting proper title shots, not getting proper rematches, and all of a sudden he takes matters into his own hands. You know what? You guys didn't want to hear me when I was telling the truth about everything. Now maybe you'll listen. That's good television. But you know what? That's a good idea. So you know what that means.
You got some people in the chat agreeing with you.
Hey, I'm just trying to give us a TV show that's not worth us falling asleep in the first match of a pay-per-view.
No comment from me after that. But yeah. So they had someone jump over the cage, scale in, interfere. They ran out. This left enough time for Braun Breaker to spear CM Punk. And by the way, those same strays that we were just talking about. Braun Breaker's catching them too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it with their little Irish whip and all that. And once again, that could be people just playing off of you need to be a technical wizard in the ring at the same time. But that might be one of your matches, according to this. Braun Breaker pinned CM Punk for this win. They are all up in arms. Yay, yay, yay. And to me, the real story came after this. Yes, they gave Drew. Look at how Drew looks right here. He looks miserable.
He does.
He just he's in that same category with me with Sami Zayn. Like, no, bro, what do you mean you don't want the U.S. title? Come on, you're perfect for that role. Like
you and Logan, tag team champions. Yeah,
Sammy, we don't need you in the main event. Everybody knows how good you are. Like I can imagine the pitches that they're selling these guys.
Yeah.
This was the real story here. The Usos were on one side of the ring. Cody and Roman with the face off. I don't know what Cody was mad for. I wanted Roman to just knock him in the face. Just punch him right in the face. Like, yo, shut up.
You freaking punk. He just looks like a petulant child. Why won't you give me a pound? Why won't you shake my hand? I'm the QB1.
Well, Punk started the match and got destroyed at the end there with the spear. I mean,
what a loser. Cody Rhodes is corny, bro. I don't care what nobody says.
Is this a swerve, though? Some people are saying maybe it's a swerve. I don't know. Me personally, I think this is the setup. This is where we're going.
It's gonna be Cody and Roman 3, and this will be the first time ever where Roman's the challenger. Yep.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page with that. I don't know what they're gonna do for it. Is Punk gonna stay champ till Mania? Is that where you do the Braun match?
I mean, unfortunately, you know how I feel about that. But unfortunately, that's how it's looking.
You could knock this out at the Rumble. To me, all right, I'm about to say something crazy here, possibly. Braun Breaker has been wasted like this entire, like you could have had him in this tournament with Cena. You could have put him in the match to become the world heavyweight champion. You didn't do none of that, Sean.
You can't wait. You can't waste.
Break it down for the people.
Braun Breaker's trash.
I mean, but why? Why do you feel that way in this situation?
He's one-dimensional. He's Ryback with a slightly better physique and slightly better gimmick. He's not anything close to a main event guy, in my opinion. He never should have been anything close to what he had. I think Bronson Reed is the best wrestler in that group. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Braun Breaker is trash dookie. And I'm telling you, right, well, sooner or later, he's going to expose himself for what he is, which is a big, jacked up moron. I don't like his gimmick. I never have, and I never will, unless he makes some changes. He needs to stop barking and act like a freaking idiot and actually get some character about him. He's not anybody I want to watch on my television. He's not anybody, and it's a damn shame that I'm sitting up here, Cactus, good point. It's a damn shame I'm sitting up here talking about Ryback, saying something that sounds like a Ryback compliment. But unfortunately, I didn't mean it to be a Ryback compliment. I'm just trying to say that's exactly what it is. He's Ryback 2.0, and that is not a compliment. I don't like him. You like him. You like him a lot.
No, I'm with what Miracle says. He's gonna be he's getting that spot. I have more faith that he'll be in that spot than Jacob Fatu, and I think Jacob will be in there as well. But those are gonna be your two people, bro. I'm telling you.
Who has more charisma in stage presence?
Dude, I prefer Carmelo Hayes. I'm just letting people know, but
there are so many people. There's so many people that should have that spot over Braun Breaker. Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight, Jey Uso, Roman Reigns. I think Jimmy's more charismatic than Braun Breaker. Like, it's not even close. And, of course, like I said before, Bronson Reed.
Yeah, I'm going to go into people's stuff here. James giving us a live. People were chanting refund and BS in my section. I did hear some of those. I did hear Zebro's chants, too, for Punk and Roman. Same agent, I think, got him put into that movie. I'm shocked by this. Sean, what have we heard since WrestleMania 40? Was that not the greatest main event in WrestleMania history and everything?
Greatest main event of all time.
Listen.
The whole left wing of the Hall of Fame got involved in the match, of course.
What is this though? Like, people are not happy. And McKinney, I'm not picking on you. I'm just wondering, like, why are you guys not happy with this? Like,
look, I can speak for McKinney. McKinney don't care that you're calling him out because he's happy to be called out because he's throwing up in his mouth about the prospect of this match, and so am I. Cody is a freaking lame, bro. Cody should lose the title tonight on Raw. Cody's a freaking lame. His character he has lost so much momentum. I don't care what little kids and women have to say about Cody Rhodes. He is a freaking loser. And I'm not saying that on a personal level. I think he's one of the greatest to ever do it in the modern era. But his current character is lame. His shtick is lame, bro. Lame. You put him in the same room as Roman Reigns and you're telling me he's on the same level? Not even close. Not even close.
So you're saying it's proxy by Cody's there more. That's why
Cody's
in
please. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. It's not even close.
Yeah. And James, great point. This is what I talk about when I make my predictions and stuff sometimes. If Austin and Rock could go over and over, Roman and Lesnar, Roman and Cody's going to happen again.
You're 100%. You're 100% right, James, but that doesn't make it right.
It's just the logic. Like their logic.
No, I get it. No, he's right. He's right. That's the WWE logic.
That's their guys, and we're going to run this match until we don't have anything else. Miracle says Carmelo is good. Can't wait till he gets his shine, but he needs to start with the U.S. title. I think that's where they're going to go with it. He's going to get the slow burn. He's going to have to prove himself. He's going to be in that Shawn Michaels type position where you could be the Intercontinental Champion, then now you got to make them believe like I'm the guy you need to be putting in the spots. Look, McKinney said, give us something different. Cody is stale and Roman is a part-timer. We got to make new stars.
No argument there. My argument was Roman over Cody, but if you want to bring somebody else in that's there full-time and not Cody Rhodes, I'm all about it.
What would you prefer, Sean?
LA Knight.
No. I'm giving you a choice here, though.
Okay.
Cody keeps the title or Braun Breaker becomes the champion?
Oh, Braun Breaker becomes a champion.
You would rather see that?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's saying a lot. That's saying a whole lot considering how I feel about Braun Breaker.
Miracle, I can't even answer this, brother. I wish I knew.
I don't know either, Miracle. Where are the Street Profits?
Moving forward, man. Let's get ready to rock on out of here, man. AEW Revolution was announced in Los Angeles, California for Sunday, March 15th. James, you win again. California gets another pay-per-view. At the Crypto Arena for 2026 for those interested and ready to go. And once again, I still like these graphics for Revolution. I always say that. I just like the artwork for it. I also like the artwork for this one. We have NXT Deadline happening in San Antonio on Saturday, December 6th, 7 Eastern Time. If you guys are into their specialty matches that they're going to have here to crown new number one contenders, the Iron Survivor matches, which is similar to the penalty box like they have for the, King of the Mountain in TNA. They'll have those matches on this show as well. Make sure you guys check those out, man.
Have you guys noticed that Ricky Saint's been being booed a lot?
Yeah. SmackDown, I'm looking at all these people out here. SmackDown is a calling. Please call these people up. Please call up Trick Williams, Javon Evans, and Ricky Saints. Like, why is Oba Femi back down there? I have questions, Sean. I have lots of questions.
I'm with you.
Stop wasting people's time.
I'm with you.
Miracles, I can't wait for Bianca to return. The women's division needs her bad. I think that was very smart, too, that she's not in because I think people will appreciate her more than when she did before.
Agreed.
Matt, I don't think Tony Khan can push that MSG agenda, though. Just so you know. He said that they should run MSG. I don't think that that's allowed with the contracts.
Unfortunately.
If you don't want to watch NXT, GCW will be running the UCC on Saturday on Triller. Thank you, Clown.
They should put Clown on. GCW should put Clown on their payroll.
Word up. Whoever loses that deadline better get called up. I agree with that. Before we get into what's happening on Raw, Sean, give the people the business, man. You know this happens after every pay-per-view, man.
Triple H, according to WrestleOps, claims that Raw tonight's going to be...
No, I'm not going to let him read this quote like this. Give it in the Triple H voice. I want to hear it. I need to hear it one time.
So this Monday night, so many questions of unanswered things. Who's the masked man at the end? All these things you want to come away from not being answered are sitting in front of you. Monday night is gonna be epic, yeah. That was more Macho Man.
That was more Macho Man.
That was more Macho Man. Sorry, that was more Macho Man.
I'll allow it because it's Randy.
Yeah.
Props to one of the GOATs, but. Yeah, Triple H says tonight's Raw is going to be epic. I mean, listen, in my mind, I'll wait and see, but in my mind, I heard it all before. Like that was instantly. I'm like, yeah, all right. You say this every show, bro.
Now, all jokes aside, like that was super Macho Man. Sorry about that. But Epic, I'll believe it when I see it.
Here's the advertised card for tonight. CM Punk will appear.
Oh God! Oh God!
Paul Heyman reveals the mystery guy.
Oh God! I'm so excited.
AJ/Lee, not AJ Lee, will defend the tag titles against the New Day.
Oh, what a fantastic situation! I'm so excited.
LA Knight versus Jey Uso. To me, this is going to determine who's going into the finals against Gunther.
Well, it will determine. It's a semifinal match.
You think Jay's winning this, though?
I think Jay's going to lose. I think LA Knight should win. I don't see the reason why Jay should win because Jay's going to lose to Gunther.
I don't know, though. I don't think either of them stand a chance against Gunther right now, but we'll see. It'll be interesting. And Gunther versus Solo Sikoa tonight.
I mean, different, but we all know that Gunther's going to win. I mean, to me, I'm not going to lie, and this shows you I'm not a Jey Uso homer. Jey Uso should not be LA Knight tonight.
Let's just say Gunther can't wrestle Cena. Who do you pick? Like, how are we ranking these last four people? Like, let's just look at this real quick. You choose between these four: LA Knight, Jey Uso, Gunther, Solo. Give me your excitement levels for each one and how you think it should go.
Facing Cena, my excitement level?
Last match.
Because my excitement level in general would be Jey Uso number one. Okay, but you're saying is it
No, you can say that. Uso won.
No, but as it relates to facing John Cena.
Yes.
I'm going to be real with you. Solo. Let me move my hand over. Solo, Jay, Gunther. No, I take that back. Solo, Gunther, Jay, LA Knight.
Okay, so you think LA Knight could be the guy to make this the most exciting?
Yes.
I think to give Cena his best match, you should probably go with Gunther. If you're looking for the oohs and ahs and to establish someone new, I say LA Knight, but I don't think that's where they're going to go with this.
Now, as far as my confidence of who will win, it's definitely Solo, Jay, LA Knight, Gunther. Gunther's going to win this tournament.
Let me see here. Swerve both DQs 5-1 dance with Cena.
Yo, James is hilarious.
Top troll. How does he know Epic failure? Yo, gotta chill.
I just think I see Miracle's prediction. Jay wins, Gunther wins. I just don't understand why they would face each other again.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I don't know why they would, but you could. And that's Monday Night Raw, which is going to be getting kicked off here in about 30-ish minutes on Netflix. So if you got it, let's do it. Sean, I think this is a good spot. Yo, we went way longer than I thought we were.
Yeah, man. That's what she said. It was a good show.
Yeah, man. Sean, thank you, everybody, for being here. I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. I'm going to let Sean take it out because he's better with the words than I am on these exits. But, Sean, let him know, man.
I don't know about better with the words. I'm certainly not as good with Triple H, making Triple H voices instead of Macho Man by accident because I'm so Macho Man centric. Shout out to the legend Macho Man. Rest in peace. Listen, another great show. Conrad put all the graphics together. Appreciate you so much. Chat, we couldn't do it without you. Want to thank you guys for your continued support and continued viewership. It's a tremendous thing to be able to share our thoughts with you guys and have you give your thoughts back. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel. If you're not, make sure you do so. EPW, make sure you subscribe to HW Weekly. If you do, I'd appreciate it. If you haven't, please do so. As Conrad said earlier, make sure you check out the merch. Got a lot of good merch on Threadless, a lot of good merch on TeePublic for both organizations. You know what I'm saying? Clash of the Podcast has been in existence for quite some time now. We are certainly thankful and happy to be on your computer screen or phone screen right here and now. So with that being said, make sure you check out Conrad and my guy Derek this coming Wednesday night as they bring you their AEW review. Tremendous stuff. Be on the lookout for Hubbarnomics coming up in the next couple of weeks. Haven't really decided when I'm going to drop a new one, but it's coming up very, very soon. And as always, make sure you're right here every Monday night, 6:05 Eastern Standard Time, for the very best collaborative professional wrestling podcast anywhere in the world. Sean and Conrad here for you at Clash of the Podcast. So until then, God bless, be encouraged, and evil never prevails. Until next week, until Wednesday, until next week, until whenever, later.